My name is Matt Mace. I'm the fire chief of the Raytown Fire Protection District. We're a first-ring suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. For those of you that don't know, the home of the world champion, Kansas City Royals. We run about 4,200 calls a year out of 2 houses. You know, our vehicle replacement program is we were buying 1 truck every 5 years. And so running 2 houses, our oldest truck was 10 years old. And we decided to change what we've done in the past and buy 2 trucks and have them for a 10-year period, but have both trucks mirror each other. So when we did our specs, it was important for us to have 2 trucks that have the same parts, identical, everything, much like Southwest Airlines does for their fleet. And so we looked at all the big manufacturers. We came down here in February for a tour, and really, Ferrara wasn't even on the top 2 of our list until we came down here and saw the plant. You know, we were overwhelmed by the hospitality, from the person putting bolts in the frame to the welders to the painters. Everyone greeted us, talked to us, made sure we understand what they were doing. I mean, it was just a completely different experience than we'd had anywhere else. In addition to that, just like every other community, you know, we were actually down a truck, and so time was of the essence. And we actually didn't believe that they could get a truck done in 3 months from the time we toured till the time we took delivery. And I'm standing here today, and this truck will be in service in June, and we were here in February to inspect the truck. You know, our dealer, for the last 3 months, I've talked to him more than I do my wife. He calls me daily. Sometimes with questions that you would never even dream of, like, where do you want this, or what about this color, or this, or, you know. But without a doubt, there's not a day that goes by, even on weekends, that I haven't heard from him. You know, Ferrara's been great about updating pictures, because just like everyone else, you know, we're excited to get these trucks. So my guys will sit there, and all of a sudden the page overhead, hey, there's new photos up on the site, and it's like Christmas, you know. And Chris, our Ferrara dealer, our representative, he's been great. You know, sometimes the answer is no. You know, you have these dreams of what you want exactly, but even when the answer is no, he always comes with an alternative that kind of meets the same intent of what we're trying to get done, that stays within our price range and works within our budget. These trucks are a complete departure from anything we've ever had. We've had always custom chassis cabs, but standard, you know, side mount pumps, you know, standard trucks. We went to a completely enclosed pump panel on this truck because of our winters in Kansas City, and the fact that with them being protected, we hope it'll give us a little more durability. You know, the Ferrara body, by far, when you close these doors, it sounds like a car did when you were a kid, not like today. And that was the biggest factor that we noticed immediately when we toured these trucks compared to the competitors. Was we shut these doors, you felt like something was substantial. And so, you know, that was obviously, the cab space was important to us. We spend a lot of time in these cabs, and like I said, with each house running about 2,100 calls, the space my crew has was really, really paramount. And, you know, that we were impressed by it. They didn't sacrifice it, but they still got us all the storage we ever wanted, and then some. We don't know where we're going to what we're going to fill up some of these things with, but we're glad we have the space. We're not large enough to have a dedicated truck company, a dedicated rescue, and a dedicated pumper. So for us, we need 1 truck that does lots of things. So the MVP really, really lended to what we try to get on our trucks now. We went with all manual pump controls. The electric ones are fine, but for us, we wanted the reliability of the manual, and haven't had a problem with those, and we're comfortable with them. We put a generator on board just because when we show up, we want to be able to be self-contained and make our own power. The 2,000 gallons per minute pump and the 1,000 gallons of water this truck holds is far more than anything we've ever had before, but we're glad we have it. And that was a no-cost item for us. I mean, that came with the factory spec, so it was a nice bonus, and it exceeded every other manufacturer we'd looked at in this price range. You know, we run an ALS pumper on both ends of town, so our trucks carry full drugs, cardiac monitors, all those things, narcotics. So we needed the EMS room. We carry 2 backboards and a scoop stretcher on our pumpers. Each one of these compartments is really nice to have a truck finally laid out the way it should be from the factory. You know, we would get our pumpers in, and we'd have all these intentions of organizing it and laying it out. And about a month into it, we had boxes or crates in each compartment holding tools or holding appliances or holding those things. So morning inventories took longer. They were less reliable. And finally, when somebody took everything out and went through it, you realized you're missing something. With these trucks and the way these are laid out now, we'll be able to have everything readily accessible for visual inspection. You'll know in the morning checkouts when something's not on the truck. It'll be laid out so you can grab it quickly when you need it, put it back when you need it, and know if it's missing. We had complete flexibility. They have their choice. We had so many choices, it was almost overwhelming. And so we told them what our roles are and what tools we generally carry. And then we were presented by our dealer with, these are the modules that we generally sell for these type of roles. And so each compartment is specialized to a function. And then from that, then the modules then were adapted to fit our size of airbags or the type of cribbing or our rescue tools or those things. But we could set up each compartment to have a specific function. So my crews know, okay, I go to this compartment, this is all my EMS stuff. I go to this compartment, this is all of our rescue stuff. This is all of our suppression stuff, our appliances. And so, by having that flexibility, but yet still having a predetermined package, if you will, it sped up the process in which we could get our trucks. You know, for us, money was obviously an object for any community. And the fact that we could purchase an apparatus, actually two of them, that filled three functions for the same price of one, made the decision really easy. You know, and with Ferrara, we felt like we were buying from a large manufacturer that was still a mom and pop shop, if you will. They definitely, we met Mr. Ferrara the first time we were down here. He came in, greeted us, and gave us his personal phone number and said if we needed anything, and we hadn't even decided to buy a truck yet. And that's just the kind of family environment this place had. So, you know, that decision was critical to us. We wanted to be able to have a point of contact we could call, being the fact that we're from Kansas City and Louisiana's not exactly close, that would know our name, would talk to us, you know, and meet our needs and satisfy us in the future. Because, you know, this is a long-term investment for us, and certainly you can't regret doing it for the next 10 years. So you have to be, you know, decisive in what you do and evaluate your options. And for us, this was the feel and the place we had been looking for.